let you go. Oh, you know.
Alright y'all, so today we have something very, very serious to talk to y'all about. Something crazy happened. We really don't know how to like deal with it or like if we made the wrong decision, but we had our first threesome. Just kidding. Okay, y'all.
Sight, nigga.
No, for real though. Like
sight, nigga.
What they say? Sight Allah.
Sight Allah. It's cold outside.
But not for real though, y'all. Today is a story time video. We did not have our first threesome.
Yeah.
But what actually happened, it was
We'll
something.
tell y'all, I ain't trying to cut you off nothing,
Okay,
but
you good.
y'all genuinely, when we do decide to do it, we genuinely probably gonna tell y'all.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, because they ain't really no secret to hide. Like,
It's a threesome.
threesome. Like, bro, we gonna tell y'all the story time
Yeah.
of that too. Stuff like that. So, especially if y'all enjoyed this story time. So,
Yeah.
you know, we'll tell the story time of that, but bring back the Bay.
Yeah.
Bay finished him, she was saying.
But yeah, y'all. So basically, also like they said, when we do have our first threesome, it ain't even probably just gonna be a story time. Y'all gonna see that content anyways, because when we do choose to have a threesome, we ain't just gonna be out nowhere and like see a random girl and be like, oh, like let's go like take her back. When it come down to us having a threesome, I want it to be somebody, not somebody that we know, that we don't have to be around for real, but like somebody that we know enough stuff about, so like we know she ain't out here going crazy, and we all gonna go to their clinic together, so make her feel comfortable and make ourselves feel comfortable. But that's another story, but another day. But now today we got some more tea for y'all. So y'all, somebody tried to swing us, and that's the story time we got for y'all today. We finna tell y'all how we almost got swung. And if you don't know what swung mean, because we didn't know what swing mean, swinging is when you switch partners with another couple. So two couples switch. So me, another nigga, him, another girl, all in the same room. That's really like a foursome. Is that an orgy?
Darn near. Darn near.
So yeah,
Almost.
y'all, somebody just tried to have an orgy with us this other day. So Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, Friday. Yeah, it was basically like Saturday more early because you got,
like
got
3,
here about
4
3,
a.m.
4 a.m. So it was like Saturday early morning.
Yeah.
And it's what day is?
Thursday.
Yeah, so that was literally like a few days ago.
Yeah. So y'all, a backstory real quick on our let me loosen up because I'm still sitting serious. All right, y'all. So basically what happened was on Friday or Thursday, Friday, we decided to go out and stuff, go on a little date or whatever. And we, Dad got that black truck. But we got a black truck to go on our little date or whatever. And went to go have some food, some music, and some drinks. And in the middle, it was like a little lounge. So while we was there, we just vibing by ourselves. And we definitely was the youngest people in that mud. And, we was lit. Y'all know we be lit everywhere we go. So we just lit, turned up at our table or whatever. And people had bought us some drinks or whatever. And then, so that led to us being drunk as hell. So after we was drunk as hell, we was like, I told him, I was like, I don't want to go home. And he said he didn't want to go home, but by the time they closed, it was already like 3, 4 a.m. So we was like, we know there's nothing else open here for real.
Yeah.
So we was like, weekend getaway. That's how we ended up here.
Yeah.
So we decided to have another weekend getaway or whatever, do another little trip or whatever, and we decided to go back to the crib, get some clothes and stuff like that. Y'all, it was a whole thing. Babe thought he lost his wallet.
Yeah, it was so much going on.
It was so much going on.
I didn't even remember like half of the junk that went down going back to the crib and stuff. Like the next morning, I'm like, I don't even remember none of that.
Yeah.
But it was like we was
It was a
up
lot.
there. But then, not to mention, I had drunk hella Long Islands, more than I thought I drunk. Cause they ended up telling me, yeah, you were telling the bartender stuff, the ladies, can you bring you 2 more when you were finna get ready to go on everything? And then she told me I couldn't even finish one of them, so I had to give it back to him.
No, you can. He ordered. I don't mean to cut you off.
So much.
He ordered 2 before we left. Before we left the lounge,
I
like
was too lit.
10 minutes before we left, he ordered 2 Long Islands for himself because I told him I didn't want no more. So he ordered 2 Long Islands for himself, y'all. And he didn't even start drinking the first one. So she was like, they was like, oh, we can't allow y'all to take alcoholic beverages to go. So we had to literally sit up there and chug those. I'm telling him, I'm like, you got this one, I got this one. So I'm like, bro, I just know if I chug this, I'm gonna be through. So I knew I had to chug it, so I chugged it. I look over, he dancing to the music. He ain't even drinking his cup. He's just dancing. So I'm like, Dad, we gotta go. I'm like, you gotta drink your drink. So he took a small sip. He chopping up with the security guard, talking about workout junk and stuff. And I'm like, babe, this cup ain't leaving. So I take it, I'm trying to help him. Still ain't going nowhere. He sent it back to the bar. So then we get home, pack some clothes and stuff like that. Uber outside waiting on us. And that's when Bae ended up losing his wallet and stuff like that. The Uber driver driving crazy as hell. Bae up there chopping it up, just having a good old conversation with him. I'm in the backseat, scared for my life, squeezing his hand, and he's just in the car laughing and chopping it up with the Uber driver while he's driving crazy as hell. I'm thinking we in the car with the YN. So then we get to the hotel and stuff. We trying to check in, and in the midst of us trying to check in, it was a girl. She came in by herself, and she didn't even see our face. So I don't know. Did she see our face?
Maybe because we was like moving around talking.
Yeah, true. And we was laughing and talking. I remember us laughing and talking with the receptionist lady. But so basically the girl came in or whatever, and then us talking to the reception lady, she was like, y'all swingers? And we thought swingers meant we do threesomes, or we open to threesomes and stuff like that. So that's when I asked him, I was like, you wanna have a threesome tonight? And he was like, I mean, if you want to. And then that's when I looked at her and I was like, yeah, because again, we thinking swingers mean threesome. And y'all, that's not what that means. So we get up to the room. She was like, babe, I'm finna give you my number. You know, once I get in my room and check in, she was like, I'm gonna hit you up. I'm like, okay, cool. So we get in our room, we settle down and stuff like that. And we talking about it. So we talking to each other. We like, is this really finna happen? Like, we really finna do this and stuff like that. They laughing and he's just like giggling. And I'm like, is like this really finna happen? I'm giggling, I'm laughing. I found the whole situation like funny.
Yeah, it was almost so funny.
Yeah, cause I was like, bro, there's no way like that just happened. I'm like, we just standing right there minding our business talking. And I'm like, she just come up and say that, and I'm like, we got hella aura. I'm like, we got hella aura for her to just like say that out the blue and stuff like that. So then that's when I think she texted me, or hold on, let me see. I got the message. I'm gonna show y'all one specific message, not all of them though. She had texted me and she said, come take a shot. I said, bet. We was still putting our stuff down and stuff like that. I was like, bet, we finna put our stuff down. And that's when I texted her and asked her what room number she was in. So then she ended up FaceTiming me, or I FaceTime her, I can't remember.
I think she FaceTimed you.
Okay, so she ended up FaceTiming me. And then that's when we was on the phone or whatnot. And me and us being on the phone, I hear a nigga in the background. So I'm like, you got a nigga? I'm like, you got a man? And she was like, oh yeah. She was like, that's my nigga. And I'm like, oh, junk. I'm like, you coming by yourself though, right? And she was like, no. She was like, I'm coming with my man. She was like, that's what swingers mean. So then that's when I'm like looking at Babe, cause he laying right there next to me. So I'm looking at him, and like, I'm like, oh, junk. Like, I'm like, how a nigga supposed to do this situation?
I don't even know what the hell was going on.
Yeah.
I think I was probably definitely a little bit more, a good little bit more toward than Babe.
Nah, you was definitely more toward than me. She still had like a little head on her shoulder from what I was seeing. Like, she was still able to operate a little bit better than I was. But me, I was like out of there, because generally, I don't even remember like nothing that happened for her. Like, I don't Babe
even
was tore up.
Like, Babe was telling me the lady who worked down at in the front counter and stuff, she was telling us what was going on.
Yes.
And I'm telling her what she was telling us through. I'm like, I don't even remember like nothing. Like, I don't even remember being at the front for real like that. Like, at all. Like, I don't remember none of that junk for real. I ain't gonna lie. That's why like when it was happening, y'all, like, I'm asking him, like, cause like I'm more, I'm more sober than he is. Like, I'm not sober, but like, he drunk as hell, and I'm already drunk as hell. I was sober enough to know them parts. Like, Bae asking me.
Yeah.
I was sober enough to know that what we was finna go do.
Yeah.
I was sober enough to see when she was on FaceTime and like what she was doing on the phone and
Yeah.
stuff. I seen all that.
Yeah.
It's just like I was just like lit. So I was
Yeah.
more so like on some goofy junk too. Like I was
Yeah.
straight. Like I was laughing a lot and stuff like that.
Yeah, so
It's just, like,
that was
funny
another
stuff,
thing too, y'all. Like, we was trying to like make sure, like we was trying to like both make sure, like he was trying to make sure I was comfortable. I was trying to make sure that he was 100% comfortable, because we already said like when it came down to us having one, that we was gonna have to be drunk. Like we wasn't gonna be able to do that junk sober for real.
Yeah.
So me and us on the phone, like they said, you seen the stuff she was doing. Niggas ain't gonna expose certain stuff, but like me and us on the phone, like she doing like little crazy stuff and stuff like that. So then like I'm still like, I'm hearing her nigga talk to her while she in the shower while he in the shower on the phone with her. I'm hearing her nigga talk to her while she on the phone with me and he in the shower. So I'm like this for real. So then I don't know who hung up the phone. One of us hung up the phone though. I think Bae hung up the phone.
I can't even tell you that part.
Yeah, I don't know. Somebody hung up the phone though. One of us hung up the phone. I remember like talking and like somebody hung up the phone. One of us ended up hanging up or whatever. So the next morning we woke up and I ended up texting her, like I was telling Bae, and I was like, somebody literally tried to swing us last night. I'm like, that's crazy. And we do got a clip. We got a clip from us like being in that situation. All right, go time fam. So y'all know how we is. We very spontaneous. Y'all know we like to do random junk. And we decided to book a room for more than a week here. Why would you do that, baby?
I didn't even try to. Yo, we got a girl. She trying to crash right now.
No cap, y'all. We was in the lobby and we was minding our business. And she was like, y'all swingers? And I told her, like, you wanna be our girlfriend? Just say that. I'm like, you wanna be our girlfriend? Just say that, y'all. I gave her my number. I'm not gonna show y'all her, I ain't gonna number drop. She just texted me, she said, hit me up. She told me her name. She said, come take a shot. I said, bet, we finna put our forwarded stuff down. I said, wait, hold on. I said we finna put, let me see. Yeah, so we woke up the next morning and I was telling him, I'm like, it's crazy. Like somebody literally tried to swing us last night. And I'm like that junk is like crazy. So we just laughing about the whole situation. And then that's when I was like, I'm gonna text her. I was like, I feel bad a little bit because I don't know, like if people, when they do stuff like that, like I don't know if like they be excited about stuff like that because a lot of people might not be open to doing stuff like that. So I was like, I feel kind of bad. We got her hopes up and stuff like that. And then too, I know we do social media at that. So it's like, I'm not saying everybody know us, but once you see somebody one time, you gonna end up seeing them again, whether it's on Instagram randomly or like in a store or something like that. So I was like, I don't want her to, you know, I done seen crazy stuff on social media when stuff go wrong and people try to like make a false narrative. I'm not saying that's her, but I'm just saying like I didn't want that to be us. So that's when I had text her to let her know like I apologize for us getting your hopes up when it came down to that, because we definitely understood. We totally misunderstood the situation where she was like swingers. We thought swingers literally meant threesome, but basically he gonna insert the screenshot, but just the message if y'all want to screenshot it now and just flip it. But yeah, so we end up just texting and stuff like that. She was just like, she understand and stuff like that. And we went down the next day, well later on that night, we went down to talk to the receptionist about like everything that happened, because we was like, we did not understand what was going on. And the receptionist girl, she was basically telling us like, oh, she was like, she thought this whole time that we actually had did it and stuff like that, because like she was like it seemed like it was like actually gonna happen. And that's when I was like, no, we didn't understand what swingers meant. And she was like, that's why she thought it was funny, because she was like, she was laughing at us and stuff, and she was like, she thought it was funny because she was like, one, swingers is like an old school term. So, and she was like, we look young. So she was like, that was just funny to her that like we knew what it meant. but it's like an old school term. But the girl that said it, she wasn't even like older looking. Like she looked like what
if I was like sober, I feel like I genuinely would like peep like what she was talking about, like, cause like, I don't heard the term plenty of times, so it's like I don't heard it. I ain't like no familiar person with it, but I don't heard people say something about like swinging.
I thought people saying like swapping.
And then I don't heard on movies and stuff like funny movies and stuff. They don't say like, oh, this is a swinger couple or stuff like that. So I would have knew. Well, if I would have been sober, I would have 100% knew.
Yeah.
I'd be like, nah, like I was like, nah, babe, like she talk about something. I think she talk about like swapping or something. I would have like kind of like had an idea, but I was drunk here, so I ain't even like had a conversation with the babe did. So it's like, you know, babe just made sure that was something I want to do, but babe thought it was threesome. So it's like, like she said, it was wild.
Yeah, when we was talking to the receptionist, she was telling us like, cause she heard our conversation with her, she heard my conversation with her, then she heard the girl having the conversation with both of us, and then the girl had a conversation with her when we going to uptown room.
Yeah, she said,
she had a conversation with her, like the girl that was that asked us about it, she having the conversation with the receptionist, and like that whole situation was just crazy. Like we thought about it, it was funny as hell. And it was like crazy because like we got that much aura, and it was crazy because we did not know what the hell we was doing. Like if we would have actually went through with that, like if we would have never like called, like she would never called her, like I would never been by my phone to answer, and like niggas would have just went up. That was gonna be so awkward to like walk in and like see her and see her nigga, and then like we walk in, but I was gonna turn around instantly. As soon as she opened that door, and if he would have came to the door, I would have turned around even more faster. That jump would have been crazy. But yeah, y'all, that's a story time on how we almost got swung.
Yeah. And
one day, y'all might be getting a story time on us actually having a threesome. Or like y'all might see like that specific content. We taking girlfriend applications. Right? Just kidding.
But yeah, y'all probably see like, the thing is we'll probably just make it like fun, like on some like interest. We'll probably like put on like the vlog or something. Yeah. Like, you know, some lit junk. Just cause like, cause at the end of the day we do content too, so it's like we're gonna get our content out of it.
Yeah, like, that's what we was talking about. Like we want to do it like a not just like, we don't want to just do it for like the sexual part of it. We want to do it for like the whole experience overall. Like we were saying stuff about, you know, like going on like, you know, like a little date and stuff like that. Yeah,
even if she don't want to do that, that's still cool too. Like it'll just be probably like entertaining for the video. Yeah. Like that's what I'm saying, y'all. We trying to take our content up. Like this ain't like, we ain't trying to do it on the, cause y'all know how we is. Like we are genuine locked in couple, so it ain't like, you know, no crazy junk. We just want to do different stuff for y'all. We want to do like exciting stuff. That it probably would honestly be entertaining. Like me, genuinely, I would watch that. Like seeing a couple and like they get a girlfriend for a day, you know, some stuff like that.
We need a girlfriend for a week.
I will watch that. Like I will literally be like, you know, that's kind of entertaining. Like this is like just to see how it's gonna operate and stuff like that. Yeah. I feel like it's entertaining. That'll be entertaining content. Yeah. So Jean, like, even if she was on somebody, you know, like, I don't really feel comfortable, you know, doing that, this and that, that's still cool, because, like, it ain't like we just up in the board and just be running doing them, like, so we'll be in the same boat, low-key, we all gonna be in the same boat, so it's like, it just would be, like, entertaining just to do it, it'd be good content, something different for y'all, something different for us, it'd be like, you know, it'd just be a experience to say we did. Like we just be one. Sometimes we'd be like, okay, let's just try some new stuff. We young right now. Yeah,
and it's YOLO. And like they said,
let's some little new different stuff.
Like he said, like we locked in. Like I don't know, like I don't know how it is for everybody, but it's like when it come down to us, we very adventurous, very spontaneous. So it's like we know we're not going nowhere at the end of the day. I know he not gonna cheat on me. He know I'm not gonna cheat on him. So it's like, why not just go ahead and like have fun while we're young before we even bring kids into this world and stuff like that? Because one day we're gonna be old and one day we're gonna have kids.
Yeah, when them kids come,
this lifestyle ain't gonna be fun.
The lit stuff, it's gonna be a pause on that. Yeah. Like we the type of people, when we have kids, we're gonna be all about our kids. Right. Like we already all about each other, so it's like when we have kids, that's gonna be a whole nother like life form we bring into the world. So we're gonna be all about our kids too. So it's like we ain't gonna we want to like do all that lit stuff for real like that and all that, cause like we're gonna be straight. I guarantee y'all, like we're gonna always be like
all about our kids.
Our kids. They gonna go do this, y'all. We with our kids. We with our kids. Like
family
that's how we. Yeah, that's how we is. So. We just like, you know, just trying to turn up for y'all. So that's why we want to document it, because we really want to, you know, turn y'all up. Yeah. You know, we say we want to do this content stuff, we want to do YouTube, we want to do all this and that. So it's like, if you want to do it,
you gotta do
some lit stuff. Like you gotta do stuff that's gonna make people want to watch you. So we understand that. we understand it now. Ugly.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just trying to like, you know, just give y'all some new stuff, some fun stuff, some lit stuff outside of just, you know, just regular vlogs, yapping, Rizzy stuff. Like we just trying to do all different stuff. Even though the Rizzy stuff gonna always slip his way into that. Cause that's us. Like we are a flirty type of couple. So that's really gonna be our niche regardless.
What?
But that's gonna be our niche regardless, even with kids and stuff like that. We still gonna be like a flirty type of couple. So
that's
it's
just
like
us. That's how we met. That's how we met since day one, and it ain't gonna change.
Yeah, but I mean I guess that's the end of story time.
Yep.
If this y'all first time seeing us, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Make sure y'all check out some of our other videos too. We got a lot of good lit videos on our page. So this, you know, this how y'all met us.
Okay, let me stop.
Welcome to the family if y'all do subscribe, and you know we appreciate all y'all. We love y'all.
This V.
We love all y'all. We appreciate all y'all. If y'all coming from all our other social media like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, drop that down in the comments below. We're gonna comment back to you and stuff like that. And you know, welcome to the family, to the OGs who already been here. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know it's all love for y'all. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us. And that's finna get litter and litter. I promise to y'all, it's finna get litter and litter, bro. We finna go crazy for y'all.
Crazy.
And yeah, we're gonna catch y'all in the next video. Go fam, let's do it.